Lightsaber here. I want to talk to you guys about my trip earlier in the year at Krump Wars 6. I want to break down just some of my footage, but most of all, I want to talk about my experiences. I want to give you guys a little bit of insight behind the scenes, what I was feeling, all of those cool things, because I feel like for us dancers, it's very, very important that we tell this part of our stories and just giving different people just a little bit of insight in hopes that whatever I share, it can hopefully help you guys for whatever your next dance trip or dance campaign will be. Again, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. It'll really, really help the channel. And hopefully these videos can reach another aspiring dancer to follow their dreams and do something along the lines of what I've been blessed enough to be able to do. So I'm going to be talking about the Philippines. The Philippines, bruh. First of all, the Philippines trip was a crazy, crazy trip. It was one of my most enjoyable trips, mainly because for me, I've had a crazy year, being a new father, trying to balance work as well as dance. And so this was my first trip of the year away from my family, which was hard. But at the same time, I was super, super lucky to have shared this trip with two friends of mine, 12 and Active. And, we had our little representation of New Zealand overseas and even in the Philippines. I mean, firstly, I love the Philippines. I don't know what it is. I have such a soft spot for different countries in Asia. And Philippines is one of those countries where I just love the movement so, so much. And so for me, just being there, for me being around at such a crazy, crazy event, I think for me, I was just super, super happy to just be there because it was super, super ad hoc. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be there. I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it. But, thanks to 12 and different things falling into alignment, I was able to make this trip, which was super, super insane. So right now I'm going to talk to you guys about what the tournament looks like. If you haven't already, go check out the VFam YouTube page. You'll see all the Open Krump tournament footage all in one like massive YouTube. So yeah, we're just going to break down just what the tournament was. Now, this tournament was insane. There was a lot of heavy hitters. There was a lot of great dancers. And even the pre-selections before, it was, there was so many crazy things. I'm going to be just talking about the tournament day because I think I could go into other things by itself. But this tournament day, I think I was really, really nervous because at first I was thinking that it would have been in another venue that I heard was like super, super hot. And so usually when you go to overseas trips, that's one major thing that you have to be aware of is the weather, is the climate. Is it going to be hot where you're dancing? Is the humidity like super, super crazy? Is there AC? Like simple things like that for me is some of the most important things that I think of because that influences how I'm going to be training back at home. So I think for me, I was like really, really prepared, overly prepared if it was going to be like mentally in a place that was like hardly any AC. Not too sure if you guys have ever been to the islands, but bro, in the islands, it gets hot. And so for me, I was just keeping that in mind. I was like, okay, it's going to be super, super hot. I won't be able to breathe. So mentally, I just have to prepare myself. Fortunate enough for this event, the venue was changed into what I'd consider like a really, really sick venue. And luckily enough for us, it was great AC, even to the point where we had to go outside because, bro, it started getting cold. And that was mainly just because, when we're dancing, we're sweating, and then we're in that sweat. I know it sounds nasty, but we're just in that sweat the whole day, the whole tournament day. So, yeah, super grateful for this venue change. But the event itself, yeah, it had crazy, crazy talent. And, all of these battles are super, super insane. I'm only going to break down my battles just because that's the amount of energy that I have to do this. But yeah, let's go see. Let's see the first battle of mine that I had. With this battle, it was a three-way. So it was myself, and the bro. So we got here. So we got Exhort. Exhort had to go first. A dancer called Vane, the bro Vane. I've just met this person, Vane. I think this was my first time really seeing him get down. And bro, he was sick. In our prelim circle, he was with me. And bro, the bro was dropping bombs. And so for me, being on the side, like I was nervous, but I was ready. And I think for me, it's just balancing the act of really wanting to win, but at the same time being okay if that isn't the end goal. And I think that's always like it's a constant battle. Sometimes you don't want to hold on to something too tightly, because then it just forces you to make errors. And I think Bruce Lee said something along the lines of like, the art of dying, and just kind of accepting, like the initial fear of loss, because then that opens you up to the freedom of living, or you know what I mean, like something along those lines. I mean, I can't say it off the top of my head, but I think for me that's always something that I really want to try and get better at, is just being present, being in the moment, not being too focused on winning or losing, because at the end of the day, all of that stuff is in the hands of the judges. I can't control what they think is a win, you know what I mean? Like, it's just onto them. And so all I can control is just basically what I can control, my rounds, the way that I prepare, the way that I want to, go into this battle or these battles or this tournament, how I want to have these conversations. That's what I can control. So anyways, let's jump right into this battle, because this battle's sick, right? So the bro Exhort's going to start it off. Ugh. Good bounce, man. He's got a mad bounce. Woo. Yeah, that was lit. Nice. Shout out to MC Dirty. Nice. That moment was lit. Textures are on point. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I knew he was really coming. He was really coming with it too. Nice. Woo. Now that was a heavy round from Exhort, and I know Exhort because when I was last in the Philippines, I was fortunate enough to be flown out there to judge a Krump event. And I was there just to be around Prelude and just to support, which was epic. But he actually won the Prelude qualifier, or the Prelude event. So I know how skillful he is in terms of the craft of Krump. And I think for me, it was just, I was super honored to get to share the stage with him. And I think for me, it's just watching and really just taking into account, like, yo, this is what they're bringing, accepting that, and then just kind of going with my own game plan. So that was a sick round from Exhort. Shout out to you, brother. Honestly, you're going crazy. All right, now, for me, in this moment, all I'm thinking is anchoring myself in the moment. I need to get back into, my flow. And at the same time, I'm just thinking to myself, no matter what happens, just go out there, do your thing, and just enjoy it, bruh. Enjoy it. Lightsaber! Saber! So we here. Yep. All I'm thinking is, like, to be honest with this part here, all I was thinking was really trying to break down the rhythms, because I know this track and I love this track. For me, it was quite easy to connect the feeling of, like, just the excitement or just, the vibes with this track, because I know it and I love this track heaps. So for me to dance to it, I was like, oh, hell yeah. So the whole time I'm just thinking to myself, just break down the rhythms, just do your thing. Try not to stay. You've only got 45 seconds, so try not to stay building for too long. So for me, I try to fit in as much as I can within those 45 seconds.
What? Lightsaber! What? Yo!
That little glitch thing, that little stutter.
No! Wow!
That little afterbuck thing. That was a fun round for me. I think I was still like trying to get into my pocket. I was still trying to tap in, and I think it was a cool round. I think there was a lot of different things that I could have done in terms of like choices, but for me, I was happy with that round, and I think it was just ensuring that my presence was felt, that that I was just present, and that people just enjoyed it. Because I think the more that I enjoy things, the more that translates to different people. And I think that's one way for me that I really enjoy. One way that I really enjoy battling is just making sure that I enjoy it. Because the more that I enjoy it, the more enjoyable it translates to other people. So now let's check out the bro vein.
Shut down, 12.
Groovy.
Bang, what's up?
Ooh. Nice.
What?
Nice.
Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nice. Good moments from Bane.
Okay.
See, like, I'm literally just there for the vibes, bro.
Okay.
It's cool. Shout out to the boys for this crazy battle. Honestly, I was just there for the vibes. And yeah, just super blessed to even have shared the, I was going to say the octagon. This ain't no MMA. But I was grateful to share this moment with these fellas because, bro, again, they're going to get even crazier. So they're going to upskill. They're going to get crazier. So I'm grateful that I got to share it with them at this point because, bro, yeah, on any given day, anyone in this tournament could have won.
Jeez. 3, 2, 1. Lightsaber.
Grateful that I won this one because this was a crazy battle. All right, I'm gonna fast forward. Let's fast forward, and I think at this point, you know, watching the rest of the battles, like I was really just around, just trying to take my time, really trying to not expend too much energy waiting for, you know, like when I'm watching, like I watch, if I'm in the tournament, like I'm watching, but I'm like also in the back. I'm just chilling, trying to just take my time. Because the worst thing that you can do is get hype in the hype line. And then all of a sudden you get called to dance and you're so drained and tired. So for me, I was just trying to take my time for this one. But there are some crazy battles, bro. The Uso Khan work with Flame from Japan. This battle was insane. It went to a tiebreaker. And yeah, I think it was just a crazy, crazy battle. And so for me, I was just like, man, whoever I get, bro, it's just going to be hard. Like, for me, I was just thinking this is going to be a hard tournament because there's so many talented dancers. I was like, bro, it could go either way. And it can go either way with anybody. So I think for me, that was yeah, that was just my biggest thing. Hornet was crazy too. He was dropping some bombs. Shuddy was insane too. Is he battling Shuddy in this one? No, he was battling. Is he battling Shuddy? Oh, bro, no. He was battling Toxin. Maybe I think him and Shuddy were the one before this one. All right, now this battle was lit. Me versus Raw 300, bruh. This was a crazy battle. Magnus, he's been on a tear lately. He recently, I think, before this event, he recently got the name Raw 300 when he went to DS5, I think it was. And so, for him, he's got that momentum. And the hardest thing with dancers is battling dancers with a certain momentum. And so for me, I was like, ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Oh, I'm already starting, bro. What am I up to? Okay, so let's watch it.
Lightsaber, what's up?
Now, because I had to go first, I didn't know what track was being played. So you kind of have to roll the dice on this one, but you have to make it look like you know what you're doing. So I think for me, that's why I started out so strong. Character, trying to start it at a high point, and then from there, trying to figure out what the pocket is.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, for me, I really like what I'm doing here. This is just for me personally, but I really like what I'm doing here is because I'm not phased about the tempo of the music, but I'm really trying to break down certain rhythms and textures. Even if the pocket is like quite like a standard tempo, just like a 1, 2, 3, 4. I really like the way that I'm breaking down different rhythms and textures, even in the midst of those whole counts, so that you never really get bored, but at the same time it looks like you're doing a lot without actually having to do a lot. Maybe you are doing a lot to certain people, but for me, I think I've been in Krump for so long that to me this is far easier to do as opposed to trying to stack certain things straight away. So I like the way that I'm breaking down rhythms, speed changes, simply in the start. So let's watch it again. Catching the music. The snapping. Little material here and there. And I was getting no love. It was cool because it's me versus Anbu. So this was really cool. And obviously, you see the big homie supporting me out there, which was lit. But I think we knew the vibes. It was wartime. And I think what I really appreciate about Anbu, about their whole clan, their whole fam, is that they really rock with each other 110%. So for me, I just respected it so much that I had to come with it. Just had to keep stacking and make sure that my my basics is good. Yeah, good presence. Raw Spartan was lit though.
We're on 300.
Ugh. Look how solid he is. Magnus. Ugh. I'm a fan. This is lit. Woo.
What? Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Whoa. Damn. Damn. Damn.
Woo.
Oh.
Nice. You gotta love it. You gotta love it,
Hey,
man. That energy, too good. And at this
right
point, I'm thinking
after
to
this
myself,
decision,
I don't know which way the judges are gonna go, so you just have to be ready. And so I'm thinking like, at this point, I don't know if they're gonna call a tie. I think with what the bro brought in terms of his energy, I felt like his energy was so contagious, bro. Like sometimes in tournaments, you can lose basically on the way that you influence the atmosphere. Sometimes you don't even have to do so much technically, but maybe just your presence and your character can just change or have an influence on the whole atmosphere to where, certain calls can be swayed basically on just how you come across. And so for me, I was like, bro, the bro is amazing at the stance. His energy is even way more contagious. So I was ready for whatever the cause would have been. And again, Krump is such a subjective thing. Some people appreciate certain things over others. And so with these tournaments, you can't take it to heart. Like you're just like, okay, you're just gonna go out there, do the best that you can, see what the vibe is. And for me, I was ready to go again. I was just ready. Yeah, this top 8 battle was sick. So I just had to just be sure that if I were to go, because I went first, like there's a certain split second where you can't tap out of a battle, if that makes sense. You gotta just make sure that you're fully there. And it's not until the judges go 3, 2, 1, boom, 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 that you can then kind of chill. Because the worst thing is that when you're in a tournament, you come out of a battle and then you're chilling and then all of a sudden it's a tie, so you have to go again, so then you have to tap back in, and that's the worst thing.
we got 5 minute breaks right after this decision, okay? To
MC
breathe,
Dirty.
to drink, to pee, to poop, to do everything.
MC Dirty, man, shout out to him. One of the greatest MCs to
Judges,
one of the
ready?
greatest MCs to host dance events
Judges,
in
3,
general.
2, 1.
Lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Fortunate
30
enough for me.
minutes.
Fortunate enough for me. I was able to win, so that was sick for me. I was like, oh yes,
Flame.
I don't have to do another round because it could have gone either way. Now this battle in particular, I was really really interested in because at this point in time, I know I'm moving on to the semifinals, and this battle, Lito and Flame, bro, they go crazy, yo. Low Black Zik versus Flame. These two are young dancers from Japan, and bro, these guys go crazy. These guys are so young, so talented. They've recently moved up to what is now considered like the adult bracket. Um, so now, yeah, so now these guys are like champions in their own rights. Like Flame is freaking insane. He's been winning like kids tournaments back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and then now he's in what is considered the adult bracket. So he brings that type of excellence, type of experience. And Lil Black Zik, bro, he's just as up there. Like he's got so much experience. I don't think he's won as much, but I think what is dope is that he still carries that much experience, that much depth in terms of his knowledge within Krump and the way that he uses it with his style. And so, yeah, these two are crazy. And so it's going to be very interesting to kind of see their trajectory just in the future because, bro, they bring so much energy, so much swagger. And so it's going to be really, really cool to see them grow within this dance, man. But this battle was insane. Super, super close battle, in my opinion. And, yeah, Flame got the best of this one. So, insanity. Look how he's going. He's going off, bro. Whew. Too crazy, too crazy. But we're going to skip through this battle, mainly just because or else we'd be here for a whole hour breaking down battles. But this battle in particular, this one was sick for me because I got to share the octagon with Toxin, Prince Crush. Now, see this battle here,
Yes.
the bro
Yes.
Toxin is insane, yeah? Mr. Buck Talk, the creator of Buck Talk. If you don't know what Buck Talk is, it's a Krump street brand based out of the Philippines that he runs. So if you ever need merchandise, if you ever want to be a part of the culture, support us or whatever, search out Buck Talk all over social media. On Instagram, you'll see his page, all of that stuff, and you can buy merchandise and support us through there. But yeah, this battle I was super excited for, mainly because we've shared different conversations within Krump, and we have a similar way of thinking, but his way of thinking is very unique to him. But what I enjoy is that we bridge a lot of different ideas, different ways of moving together, just from different conversations that we've shared in the past. And so for me to share this battle with him, I just knew, like, okay, I have to be really smart with how I choose to go about this battle, because his dance IQ is high, but what I love about him, bro, is he's just there for the vibes. So you never really know what you're gonna get. Like, it's super cool to see someone so casually just like going about their tournament, and whatever happens is whatever happens. And those are the people, in my opinion, that are like the most dangerous, is the ones that really don't give a damn about the tournament. Because the ones that don't give a damn about the tournament, or kind of carry themselves as such, they got like a certain X factor about them that is like, bro, they can turn this whole tournament upside down type of vibe. So for me, I just had to be super smart with how I battled the bro. So let's break this down, yo. Let's see it.
Little Black Sick, all the way from Japan. Give it up.
Yes.
That's right. This track had a long intro, so I had to go straight into it. But this is a classic track. I thought the breakdown was there, but it wasn't. So then I had to keep going. And then here it comes. Damn, that was a fast track. See, this is the thing about tournaments. You just never know what type of track you're going to get. So for me, I was like, I thought I was just starting to build into my round. And then already you hear 3, 2, 1. So sometimes you just have to make sure that, that's why I always tell dancers, whatever the track gives you, you have a certain amount of time. You have to make sure that you fit what you want within that time frame, no matter what the music kind of gives you. Because sometimes a song can have a long intro, like in this instance, I think that intro was like 20 seconds or something. I'm not too sure, before the beat dropped. Let's actually check it. So it's 45 seconds. Yeah, it's like a, bruv, called it. It's like a 20-second, longer than a 20-second intro for this. Damn. 25-second intro. That's crazy. Anyways, so you just got to make sure that you just play the game, that you add what you need to add, that you have different textures. Or else, if I was to kind of stay in this, like, I don't know, that kind of vibe for too long, you're just wasting time at that point. So let's see how the bro talks and dance to it, because I know that his rounds are always sick. So let's see it. Rocking out, man. Yeah. Whew. Good language. Nice. Nice. Good language. Woo. He's lit. That pocket he's in. Ugh. Woo. Nice, bro. Nice. See what it did there with that position, man? Not a lot of people can do that. That position was insane. I remember this was 2 rounds.
Check, 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 check.
Everything remains
Check.
raw. Everything remains
Round
raw.
2.
Everything, come on. Everything remains raw. Everything remains raw. Everything remains raw. Everything
Lightsaber.
remains. Everything remains raw. Everything.
See, I like what I'm doing because I'm mixing it up. And I think sometimes, I don't know why I'm hyping myself up, but this is the vibes. This is you guys watching me react. I haven't seen this this footage in such a long time. So I'm kind of going off memory, but at the same time, I'm watching it just as you guys are watching it. And I think hopefully someone out there learns a little bit. But I like what I like because what I'm doing here is mixing textures and rhythms up, even if the song is quite like standard like pocket, you know. And so I like what I'm doing because I was able to really tap into that. All I was thinking was during these moments, during this tournament, it's far better to exert energy in a texturized way as opposed to just throwing and going crazy from the jump. I'd throw and go crazy later, but that's like another part of my round. This part is where I can control and really time the attack. So that's why I'm enjoying what I'm doing here.
Everything remains raw. 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 Everything remains.
Nice.
Everything remains. Everything remains raw.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Toxin's wife, Toxin's partner. She's a G, by the way. I love her. I love her energy. Shout out to you because you are the best. Anyways, we keep going.
Everything
Gotta keep that arm weight.
remains.
That change.
Everything
Yeah, I was tired at this point, y'all. I was like, damn, tiring.
raw. Everything remains
Chris
raw.
Crush.
Everything
Back it up, back it up, back it
Prince
up.
Crush, bruh.
Everything
He's legit.
remains
Woo!
raw. Everything remains raw.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Everything remains. Everything remains raw. Everything remains raw. Everything remains raw.
Woo.
Everything remains. Everything remains raw. Everything remains raw.
Nice, bruh.
Everything
Going
remains.
crazy.
Everything remains.
Woo.
Everything remains raw.
Toxin.
Everything remains. Everything
Insane.
Okay. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Insane. Always insane exchanges with this guy, man. He's too smart at Krump, honestly.
Okay. After this decision,
And so all I'm doing every time, I don't know why, but I enjoy looking at the screen. Maybe it's just my way of like anchoring myself in the moment because sometimes I feel like sometimes I can get caught up in the battles so much that I forget where I'm at. And I think sometimes I enjoy just looking up because it forces me to just recognize like, bro, you're in the Philippines. You're at a international event with some crazy dancers. You're here. Like, I feel like those reminders are so important to me because it takes me out of thinking about winning and it just forces me to, you know, because down the line, to be honest, down the line, winning won't even matter. Who won what event down the line in the future, people won't care. And so for me, I'm just being grateful to be in the moment, to seeing who I'm battling, to seeing these people, these faces, because these are core memories that I'll always carry with me into my future. And so, yeah, just having moments to snap myself out of the competition and just realize the moment that we're in and just being grateful for it. So that's why I think if you ever see me compete, I'm always looking at the screens, looking at the people, because it forces me to be present and just to be appreciative of that.
And break of 5 minutes, and we're back with the judge demo. Judges, 3, 2, 1. Twigs, we need you. Lightsaber,
Nice. So
finalist.
Twigs. So I respect that. So 2 judges went my way. Twigs went for a tie. I mean, honestly, it could have gone either way to BH, but I'm just grateful that, you know, I was able to take the win. And again, different judges call Krump different. So that's something that when it comes to tournaments, it's just a part of it.
Philippine, are you ready for the final?
Oh, we go straight into the finals now. Now, Flame is in the finals, right? So again, these young ones, man, they're on their way. So again, for me, the bro Flame, bro, he's always such a good kid, bro. He's too funny, and I think now with the momentum that he has, he's just gonna be even better and harder to beat in the future. So for me to share the octagon or share the octagon, we're not freaking doing MMA, but sharing the stage with him and going through this battle, it was lit to share. And again, bro, he's a talented kid, so you know it's not gonna be long before he's gonna be freaking, you know, he's already beating adults, and it's just gonna get even harder for us adults who are older to keep up with these guys, because these guys are the new guys to take over, to be honest.
Who go first, Flame? Let's go.
Okay, so even this point, I was nervous because Flame has to go first, which means that you are watching what they're giving you. And sometimes watching someone go crazy could be the worst thing for you, because then you're in your head, you have no idea what you're doing. And so for me, obviously, I'm experienced enough to know these different things, but this is sometimes the downfall of going second, is that you get swayed or aren't able to set the standard so high, but you have to meet them at not what they're doing, but you kind of have to, you know, go beyond what they set, and sometimes that can be at a detriment to what your game plan is. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like, okay, I have to be super, super smart with this, because if I allow this kid to sway what I want to do, I would play into his game, and that's not what you want. That's not what I want. So that's what I was thinking.
DJ, 3 rounds each.
3 rounds? Damn, I totally forgot it was 3 rounds. Love this kid though, man. He's a good kid. Michael. Nice. Woo.
Whoa. What?
Nice.
Whoa.
That was a crazy way to get from the ground up.
What? Oh. What?
I love Maito, man. Shout out Maito, we're there for the vibes.
Round 1. What? What? Wow! Lightsaber! 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 Oh! What? Oh wow! Oh wow!
I was just remixing his moves. Level change.
Okay!
Rumble with it.
Oh my God!
So I'm just having hella fun here. I forgot, bro. I forgot what even I was even doing. I don't remember this round clearly, but I think what I loved about that approach was I just took whatever Maito was giving me and just kind of doing my conversational phrases with it. I was taking what you're giving me, I'm gonna work with it, and I'm gonna try remix it and do it in a way that gives me more momentum than it taking away, if that makes sense. Which is one way to battle for me that I love. It's just using rebuttals, bro. It's like sometimes I'm lazy to the point where I will reuse people's material that they're giving me, and I'm gonna just remix it and then use it as a momentum builder for what I want to do with it. So that's my lazy way of competing sometimes. 3 rounds, crazy. Hey, shout out to Joe Snipes from Japan, an amazing freaking, beat maker. His tracks are going off recently, so again, Joe Snipes, bruh. Lit. Woo. Nice, Mike Toll. Woo.
Lightsaber, round 2.
I honestly don't. I don't remember this round. Sorry if I'm quiet. It's because I don't remember these rounds. I do not remember. I think I got into a place where I was just there. I was so present that I can't remember. I wasn't thinking. I can't even remember any of this stuff. I do remember, however, doing a shout out to Sab. So whenever you see the sign, this is for our brother Sab Montel, who passed away a couple years back. And I think, for us, I mean, I changed my name to Lightsaber in a way where in Saber it highlights and it's changed. It's the S is a $sign, you've got the A, and you've got an apostrophe and a B, and that's the Sab name. And so I changed the way that I spelt it because, I always want to honor him, because wherever we go, we take him with us, because he was that close to us. He was like our little brother. So I remember doing a Sab shout out, tears, mainly just because, he's not here, and there's so many epic travels that we've been on recently, and he's just not here to experience how far we've come. He was there when we traveled to Germany in 2018, and he was there to witness me being crowned the EBS champion. But that was the last trips that he ever went on, was to Germany and the United States. So what a ride, what a time. And I think, it's just crazy to see, just this whole thing come about with me not even remembering exactly what I was doing. So again, shout out to this round. I really like it, the way that I'm using body control and still remixing textures and all of that stuff. turning with it. I was so tired at this point, to be honest. I was so
Last
tired.
round, Flame.
3 rounds,
Krump
bruh.
Wars, this is the last round.
So
Make
much
some
buckness,
noise.
man.
I know y'all niggas wasn't seeing this one coming.
Flame was too good. Mito's too good.
North X,
Woo! He going crazy. He going crazy.
crazy for this one, dog.
Man. Ugh. That snap was insane. Yeah, he's going crazy. Whoa. Nice. Nice material. Good musicality. Good level changes. Nice. And I'm just watching time. I'm looking at the people. Woo! Now, Mito's going insane. And what I do in these moments where people are going absolutely crazy is I look at the time to see what kind of time they have. But also, if I can see the time, I'll always watch it, kind of break it down. But also what I really enjoy doing recently that I started doing here actually is looking at the people. I feel like sometimes me being able to physically look into people's eyes, it gives me like the sense of measure of like, okay, this is how far my energy has to travel. I see you. That's where I'm going, if that makes sense. And it's everywhere, like, you know what I mean? But I know instead of me hyper processing in my mind how hard I have to dance, for me sometimes just being able to see the physical distance that it'll take for me to put my feeling to the person that's way over at the back, me physically being able to break that down and see that distance, it helps me kind of tap into whatever I need to tap into.
Lightsaber, last round.
So I'm like, okay, let's tap in then.
I know y'all niggas wasn't seeing this one coming. North X, HBs.
I'm shouting out. That's love, Philippines.
Philippines, what's up? Philippines, what's up? Whoa! No!
Just going crazy with it.
Wow! Wow! No! What?
Sometimes just musicality.
Okay.
I was so tired at this point. I was like, bruh, I'm so tired.
Wow. Please back up. Please back up. Okay. Crowd, you already know from 10 to 0. 10.
9,
Winner.
8, 7,
Open category.
5,
Krump Wars
4,
6.
3,
Ace.
2, 1.
Lightsaber.
Hey, shout out to Mito, man. Shout out to Flame.
Can
Bruh,
we give a big shout out to
absolutely
Flame,
insane. I think he
please?
did
All the way from
two. No,
Japan.
not that I think. He did 2 finals. So he had the All-Star final prior to this final battle, which was absolutely insane. But again, such a cool moment for myself, for New Zealand Krump history. And shout out to the boys that I got to share this trip with, Active and 12. And massive shout out to the V-Fam for hosting this crazy event, Krump Wars 6. I'm excited, and hopefully I can make it to Krump Wars 7. But again, man, I've got so much love for the Philippines, for the movement out there. And it's just insane. There's another battle that I might break down later. But to be honest with you, this battle, this tournament was special. And it's a moment that I will always cherish, especially one being in the Philippines. So again, man, hopefully this video helped you in some way, somewhat, in terms of listening to me breaking down my rounds, what I was thinking. And again, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, because it will help the channel. And hopefully this will help another aspiring dancer get more insight, understanding, and all of that good stuff. So Europe, appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys at the next one. Let's go.